Animal Farm 1.15. It wouldn't be an English course without Alashma. Well, if you've been keeping up at all, you won't be surprised when we tell you that Animal Farm doesn't have a happy ending. Well, in the beginning, the animals rose up against their oppressor with the intention of creating a utopian society where they were all equal and happy, living in freedom and without fear. Oh, sweet, right? Well, that didn't happen. But the question is, was it even a possibility? Like, could it have even happened? Seriously. If you're George Orwell, the answer is no. And he's not the only one who holds that opinion. Why? Well, because human nature messes with the plan. Let's go through a list of characteristics that probably make utopia an impossibility. All right, 1, greed and hunger for power. But once Napoleon got a taste of the sweet milk that comes with special status, he was hooked. The 7 commandments went into the thrashing machine, and self-interest was his sole motivation. You were witness to this in Animal Farm. History was witness to this in the Russian Revolution. 2, social stratification is inevitable. As long as there are different personalities and levels of intelligence, different classes will naturally develop. The bright, charismatic, and self-confident will rise to higher ranks than the less intelligent, retiring self-doubters. By nature of their character, they'll separate themselves into leaders and followers. Well, this point was made clear in Animal Farm when the animals suspected things weren't right. Boxer was definitely strong enough to hurt or kill all the dogs and pigs, but Benjamin didn't explain the reality of things to him, and none of the animals rose up against their new oppressors. While Orwell paints the animals, that is, the working class, as honorable, hard-working, honest creatures, he's also pretty blunt in showing that they're part of the reason the revolution failed. They didn't rise up. In spite of their superior numbers, they didn't have the intelligence or leadership to organize and overthrow. Once Napoleon figures out that he doesn't need to fear the working class, well, his power grab becomes complete and absolute. 3, propaganda will manipulate. In Animal Farm and in the real world of the Russian Revolution, abuse of language is pervasive and persistent. The working class just can't match wits with the ruling class. They accept the propaganda as truth. 4, power corrupts. Well, absolute power corrupts absolutely, right? Okay, so you probably heard that a bunch of times before, but what does it mean? Well, you can be a corrupt politician or CEO and pocket cash for favors. That's power corrupts. But if you're a dictator with absolute power, you can kill, imprison, and starve millions of people at your own behest. That's absolute power corrupts absolutely. It's a matter of scale and consequence. And it's no secret that Orwell didn't see a glowing future for society. Utopia is only theoretical and means different things to different people. In the end, schmoopsters, we wonder, if all your teachers and parents were suddenly to disappear, how would you run your very own Animal Farm? That's a hypothetical. Don't actually try that at home, kids.